Hey, this is Kirk.
And this is Bird. It's the Kirk and Bird Show. And today we are joined by Patriot High School head football coach Sean Finnerty. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
No, my pleasure. My pleasure to be here.
Great. Hey, Coach, we appreciate it. We know you're getting into your season. Scrimmages are happening. You're putting in your packages. Everybody's excited about the year coming up. And why don't you just tell us a little bit, about your team? We know you are a very good team, and you're in. Rusty and I, we talked about this. Probably the best, in our opinion, top to bottom region in Division 6. But tell us about this year's Patriot Pioneers football team.
First of all, we got a lot of seniors this year. This was our senior class as freshmen were very promising. They had a really good freshman year. We knew when they were seniors it was going to be a special year for us, so now it's here. Some of those seniors, I'll start on the offensive side of the ball. You have to start with your quarterback, Sam Fernandez. I think arguably Sam is one of the best quarterbacks in the state. I really believe that. He can do absolutely anything that you ask him to do. In my offense, it's very multiple, between the read game and the QB running game, passing game, RPO, everything is live with him. Mm-hmm. There's nothing, we can keep from him. And then you have Gabe Bigby, who's been playing as a freshman. He came on the scene as a freshman, had over 30 catches his first year, made all district. Now here, senior year, it's just going to be special because Gabe's not only playing receiver for us, he's going to play in the backfield for us as well. And he looks really good in that position. We're replacing a really good running back in KJ last year. So Gabe's going to help.
He was a beast, man. I loved his game.
He's so dynamic. He's as dynamic as any kid in the state with the ball in his hands. People think he's undersized, but when he has the ball in his hand, he sure doesn't seem it. It's not easy to bring him down, and you're not going to catch him. So we're hoping to take advantage of that in the backfield. And then we have Quentin Harrison, who's also going to be a primary ball carrier for us, another senior, who looked exceptional in our scrimmage last week. No one's really seen him run the ball because he's also our, one of our best defensive players. And we had KJ running the ball last year. So Quentin really wasn't called upon much last year. And, people are going to be surprised with what he can do. He's, a very strong, 210, 215-pound kid who looks like he's like 230. He's just one of those type kids. So it's going to be really fun to watch him run the ball. Obviously, we all know you can't do much with that offensive line, right? So you have –
Man.
So we're lucky, a lot of these guys played that COVID season, and they all played really young in that COVID season. Now, now they're old dogs. Cole Serber, everybody knows, going to UVA.
Yeah.
Brandon Koo, who is, he's as good as any guard in the district. Alaric Aaron's playing center. These are all guys that have been starting since that, for the last 2 years. So they're going into their third year starting. Braden Chandler as well. We're trying to get him healthy. He missed a scrimmage this past week. Hopefully we get him healthy, and it'll be fun to see him out there. And we're just, all those guys, have all been playing. And then we got a couple young pups fighting for the left tackle spot, and we'll see who wins that spot. And then we got some guys throwing the ball. We're pretty excited. You guys might know Jay Randall from basketball. We got Jay out playing football this year.
Okay. Okay.
So people are going to be impressed. He's already got some college looks just from practice reps. You have a 6'3", you have a 6'3" athletic kid who's an all-state high jumper. Just playing football for the first time, but the kid's pretty special. Yeah. So we're pretty excited to get him on the edge, and other receivers: Drew Hubie, Eli Negron, his older brother Tyler, who's at JMU, Blake Manab, We got Cam Mahoney at tight end, who played for us last year. Cam is a phenomenal run blocker for us, but people sleep on his catching ability, so we're hoping to use that as well. Defensively, all our D linemen are back. Cam's playing DN for us this year. We moved him up front to get him closer to the ball. All those offensive line I mentioned are also playing. They're all rotating in at that D tackle spot. You got Colin Carey at the DN spot and Alessio. They're all fighting for that spot. At linebacker, Quentin Harrison. I'm telling you, Quentin Harrison is as good as any linebacker in the district. He really is. You look at him and, people, he's 5'10", 5'11". So, colleges think he's a little small, but, we all know in the football field, height's not as important as it is on the college level, right? So we know
Sam
that.
Mills.
Yeah, hey, exactly. Chase Collins, who's an all-district kid for us last year, we moved him back to linebacker. And then in the secondary, Eddie Henry, who's as good as a corner as we have. He was all-district as well last year.
I coached Eddie with my son, who you see right there, when they were young in flag for a number of years. Yeah, we went to the same church, and his dad's a fraternity brother, and so
absolutely.
It's a good family. He's a good kid, really good athlete, and so I love what you've been able to do with him.
Absolutely. I mean, Eddie's one of those guys, like, he always has a smile on his face. Eddie's just one of those kids. He was my coach's award last year just because, he's always smiling. He's always laughing.
Yeah.
And he works his butt off for us. He's been a real, because this is his third year playing corner for us, really. So he's an old presence back there for otherwise some young guys. I say young guys just because they haven't played a lot back there. We got a senior, Matt Barker at safety, Eli Negrones, who had some experience last year at the whip for us, weak side safety. We got a Gabe Yates, and then Big B's going to also play some corner for us. As much as, he does so much for us on offense, it's kind of hard to keep him off the defensive side. So, we got a lot of guys who've played before. We got a lot of experience on both sides of the ball, so we're pretty excited.
Great. Real quick, Coach, we want to ask the viewers, and especially those at Patriot, because we know you've got a rabid fan base, to follow us on YouTube, The Kirk and Bird Show, and on Twitter, we're at The Kirk and Bird. And episode 93, we did an overall Prince William preview. Somebody picked you to go to state, by the way, so there's a teaser for you to watch it and your fans.
Oh, it's already been watched.
Oh, okay. There you go. So, Coach, one thing that Rusty and I talk about is something that can set a high school team apart is special teams, and that's the kicker, the punter, kickoff, punt return. How are you on special teams? Because that can be so very important at this level.
I mean, absolutely. We got a soccer kid out this year to kick the ball for us. It went pretty well for us last year. That's usually we get an older kid out that's wants to open up a few more doors. And Anthony Kuzmar at kicking, who's getting better every day. Punt ball. I use Big B actually as my punter, so he does a nice little rugby style punt, which also it's dangerous seeing him running with the ball before he kicks it. So it's another dynamic that I like to use.
Yeah,
and I mean, obviously, coverage is huge. Obviously special teams is something that's important to us, especially since, the way we lost the Battlefield last year, 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown. You take those 2 away, obviously we win that 42-41 game, easily if you take those 2 kickoff returns away. So obviously special teams is big for us this year. It's been in our minds all off season. So our kids also know it because of what happened last year. So I think everyone sees just a little bit more important this year.
Cool. Coach, one of the things, and I want to get this in before I forget, we're going to be interviewing coaches from all over the state. And we're going to probably get about 12 to 15 coaches. But one of the things we're doing is we're having a little contest. Which coach can get the most views? And I'll tell you, the leader so far is the guy who went first, but that's coach of LC Bird. And we thought, okay, he took off. He's close to 400 or 500.
Yeah, he's big on social media. He's a big one. So.
Yeah. And then today we interviewed Daryl Overton, and we told him about this contest. And in a couple of hours, he's already got it going. So, Coach, can you match the other side of Prince William County and see if your fans can view, and if they got to get all their devices running?
I tell
we want to know what coach is going to get the most support.
Well, I tell you this. I mean, you want me to get it out there, I'll get it out there for you. I don't have the social media presence. I'm more that old school coach. You know, I coach between the lines. I'm the X's and O's guys. I don't have a big social media presence, but you want me to get you guys out there, I will absolutely do it. So
we're just happy to have you on, Coach.
We'll get everybody. Hey, but we'll get everybody to share it and get you guys out there. So absolutely, we'll see what we can do. I definitely don't have the social media presence some of those other guys do, but hey, we'll see what we can do. Hey, Patriot fans, you can't underestimate us. So,
Coach, a real easy one for you. Can the Patriot Pioneers win the state championship?
Hey, can we? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely, we can.
Love it.
Yeah, we got the ability. Obviously, you need luck. You need health. But do we have the ability to win? Absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
I tell you, Coach, when we did our Prince William preview, I think I picked you guys to win the region.
You did.
And then maybe when I talked to Daryl earlier today, I might have said Freedom.
Hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
But look, man, I'm serious. Like, I was really impressed when I saw you guys live. When we shot the Prince William County preview, and I know you got a great program there. I've always been impressed with Patriot overall, with the things they're doing there. Can you remind us, how long have you been there? Because you took over recently. How long?
Yeah, this will be my fourth year.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
This will be my fourth year. So these seniors were freshmen my very first year.
Okay. Okay. All right. And so, I think when I think about the best Division VI teams in the state, I do think Patriot, Freedom Woodbridge, Centerville, and Smith. So those are my top four. Unfortunately, only one of you can come out of the region, but I think you guys have a strong district. I think this is a strong region when you're talking about Colonial Forge. I mean, those Stafford teams have really come around these last couple of years. So if you can survive this region, I think you have an excellent shot of winning it all.
Absolutely. I think you're going to be battle tested. Between our side with Battlefield and Unity Reed, and then let's say most likely whoever wins our side is going to then square off with Freedom. And then you can't underestimate the real physical teams over there, like a Garfield, Forest Park, that just play really hard and really physical. So, I'm definitely put Prince William County up there.
Yeah. Forest Park gave you guys a game last year, and you pulled it out, but that was a really close one. And I saw them scrimmage Colonial Forest. Didn't look great there, but they have a huge offensive line, and that's, you guys to me have two of the most impressive lines, you and Forest Park this year, and Freedom, but I really like what Forest Park and you guys have going on.
No, it's good. We get to see Forge on Thursday. We scrimmage Forge on Thursday, so
that's right.
That's right. It'll be a good test for both of us. And then, like I said, we'll see Forest Park early in the season. So,
Coach, real quick, we know it's a team effort. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your coaching staff?
It's great. I got a lot of guys that have coached a long time. A lot of guys that have been in Prince William County a long time. You just say a long time, and you got to go right to Coach Serber and Coach Kearns, who've been coaching for 35 years each, and they've been coaching together. They were at Stonewall for a long time.
Yep.
They coached. I know Coach Serb was at Osborne. And they just bring a lot of experience on the staff. I was happy to keep them on the staff when I came on. Running my defense is Brian Hunter, who actually played for them. All right, so Brian's as smart as they come. I'm really lucky to have Brian on staff. He's one of those extremely intelligent guys that makes me feel safe, and it's one reason why our defense has been so good the last few years. And then calling the offense this year is Jonathan Powell. He was actually OC at Colgan years back. And then he did a roundabout way. He went through Battlefield, and he coached under my old assistant coach, Jeromo, when he was at Battlefield. And we run the same offense. So he got an understanding then. And then he's been with me for a couple years now. So I was able to hand over the offensive play calling to him this year, which I'm pretty excited about. So it lets me to do a few more things. And, man, I got coaches like Charlie Chandler, who's big in the area, with everything he does, and he's helping with the D-line. I got Keith Jenkins in the secondary. I got Coach Johnson, the mayor of Gainesville, as we call him, who's been an elementary teacher in the area for a very long time with my running backs. Towson with my receivers. I know I'm going to forget somebody, but we're just doing – my coaches, they do everything I ask them to do. They work their butts off, and they're just proud to be at Patriot, and it shows.
Great. Well, we want to point out one thing. Patriot cannot play Kempsville because we got Coach Cherry from Kempsville who came in earlier. Coach Cherry, the reason why I didn't remove you is we removed Coach Finnerty, and we had to reset up the whole thing. We're not seeing in here, but that's okay.
Let me tell you what. Okay, so let me just say something about both of these guys right here. I met Coach Finnerty, a couple of weeks ago, and I've been a fan for years. Coach Cherry, I'm from the 757. I played at Bethel, but I could tell I played for Coach Dennis Kozlowski. Let me tell you what. You are the coaches that if you're 5 minutes early, you're already late. So I can tell that, right? I can see. I should have known.
You can't wait.
Yeah,
you can't wait.
You're on time. You're late.
If I show up to your meetings and I'm like 2 minutes early, get out of here.
Hey, you saw us at media day, right? Hey, all four players dressed ready to go 30 minutes early just in case.
Ready to go. To go. But look, so Coach, we'll be with you in a second, Coach Cherry. But Coach Finnerty, thank you, man. You have really been a blessing. I love your program, what you're doing. And just keep doing what you're doing, man. And I think you have the ability, your team to win it all, to take that Division VI crown. And I would just love to see Prince William County bring one home.
Hey, absolutely. Hey, I'm excited about the season. I'm excited about the grind. And it seems like it got here fast, but then it was a long time coming. So we're excited. I appreciate you guys getting us on here. This is good for the area. So thank you.
Absolutely. And your kids can take all the bulletin board material they need. And I'm not trying to, I usually tell it like it is, but I am picking Oscar Smith, December 10th, ODU. It's Foreman Field to me. I don't even know what to call the place now. But that's the thing, is that, that could be a motivation for kids. And you're coming out of a very, very strong Division VI region. And hey, there's no reason why you can't win it. So we're looking forward to seeing you, Coach.
Kirk did that just for you, Coach. So you can say that Kirk guy doesn't believe in us.
Yeah.
He doesn't believe in us. He thinks Oscar Smith's going to win it. So he did that just for you.
Well, I tell you what, though. I know you were getting going, but hey, I don't think anybody's really going to go, oh, my God, I can't believe he picked Oscar Smith. So I don't think I don't think you're really going out on a limb there. So
hey, if you want somebody to tell you how much Oscar Smith is going to win, just talk to the Oscar Smith fan base.
Absolutely.
They could beat the Cowboys this year. So
and
we appreciate
you. Worry about it.
Yeah.
You don't got to worry about it because old Jay Golson gives our kids enough bulletin board material for all of them. So don't worry about it.
We know Jay.
Hey, Jay loves that east versus west side of the county. You guys are the wine and cheese. Don't forget.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Trust me. They all know, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again, Coach. Take care, man. God bless.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right. Take care.